They are metaphors, son. Nothing more.
For the metaphor of the fugue, the loop.
Tells a girl that meets a nice guy, but like a version with a metaphor for big things.
Wait, it was more of a metaphorical thing?
An inner world of metaphor, of
The metaphor plays on different levels.
Waiting, is that a metaphor for Vietnam?
I feel like these metaphors have not been cleared for this pep
People are
rally.
completely literal. Metaphors are gonna go
It's a metaphor. I heard it. It's good. You're funny.
Writing and metaphor and choice.
In your pockets, so you don't just metaphorically own them, you can fit.
Council do not. They are metaphors, son. Nothing more. We are a society of laws.
Obviously, I derive my inspiration for the metaphor of the fugue, the loop.
About a guy, tells a girl that meets a nice guy, but like a version with a metaphor for big dicks.
Okay, let me tell you what like a virgin's about.
And then your brother's 16th the following week.
It was more of a metaphorical thing?
Anyway, I'll see you around, Carls.
Conscious, never before achieved. An inner world of metaphor, of intuition, of self-motivated reasoning.
The visual fabric is maintained while the metaphor plays on different levels.
Wading into this territory for the first time.
Waiting, is that a metaphor for Vietnam?
Okay, Ben, look, we know your report.
Stop mixing your
Okay, I feel like these metaphors have not been cleared for this pep rally.
okay.
It's just a metaphor, dude.
His people are completely literal. Metaphors are gonna go over his head.
Nothing goes over my head.
Ask you to blow on my dice.
It's a metaphor. I heard it. It's good. You're funny.
Just get the hell out of here. Get out.
No,
Remember
you didn't.
carrying on a great length about writing and metaphor and choice. I left no cliche on.
Do you have an extra scalpel? Do you want to cut my balls off and put them in your pocket so you don't just metaphorically own them? You can physically hold them in your pocket? I mean...
Valdemar's tongue, that was me. Quite the subtle metaphor, I thought.
Subtle. It made no sense at all.
Is she a pilot? Is she taking flying lessons? It must be a metaphor for something, but I don't know what it is.
He adored New York City. To him, it was a metaphor for the decay of contemporary culture. The same lack of individual integrity.
We're both in the same boat. How's that for a metaphor?
And smart and eloquent, and he makes cool aardvark metaphors, okay? And
If you get caught in the forest...
Oh, don't give us a taking a shit in the woods metaphor again. Tell us what you're talking about.
Okay.
I was just pointing out to these lovely ladies the metaphors of perversion.
Oh, my goodness, such big words.
Oh, we know why, don't we? See, what I want to do here is to strip Richard bare, metaphorically. Let's get rid of the hump.
I don't want to reach for metaphors, but...
Oh, reach, Bryson, reach.
Well, they say the Appalachian Trail's like...
That's terrific.
I think people that talk in metaphors ought to shampoo my crotch. Eat up.
Good. Stay there.
Acquisition game such as football is, in fact, a crypto-fascist metaphor for nuclear war.
Well, it sounds like a lot of laughs, but...
Super realism. Blood was spilled both literally and metaphorically by artist and audience alike.
The whole operation hinges on you getting... I got the showboat metaphor. Thank you, Linus. All right, I gotta get back.
Saying what they feel whenever they feel it. They have guards and shields and other metaphors.
Why?
Because we're all
We're the X-Men, dated metaphor for racism in the 60s. So, respect.
Make you feel you're in a tunnel.
How profound. You're quite the magician of metaphor.
Then he took this other woman on...
Sock. Ugh. Yeah, that's right. I might be a metaphorical sock. I might not be a good enough egg.
Only a moment or two. The rest of the time, he remained as you see him here in a metaphorical, if not physiological equivalent.
This might be a metaphor for existence itself. A fish struggles instinctively.
He doesn't actually give it the power to kill him.
Well, that metaphor, it's prohibited on today's flight.
Yes, metaphorically, yes. Some innocents will metaphorically fall. But this cannot sway it.
Derby, you don't leave your prize stallion in the stable.
A curious metaphor, Doctor, as a stallion must first be broken before it can reach its potential.
Is that some sort of heavy-handed metaphorical advice for me, Mr. Pitt?
Yes, I suppose it is.